This solar project started in May of 2024 with simple scale renderings and quickly became the largest project we've attempted since building our barndominium back in North Carolina. After 12 years in the Navy, Woody was ready for something different, something big on his own terms, and this project gave us that. It wasn't without its hiccups, but it's been a really rewarding experience. Woody cleared the land to make room for our 20-foot shipping container. We laid out footers, trucked in water to mix concrete, and spent the summer and fall welding up the enormous structure. This project has been a learning experience, to say the least. It's pushed the limits of our patience and has given us valuable insights for the next phase of improvements around our off-grid property. With all that behind us, all that's left is to hook up the individual solar components and wire them to our residential panel. Then, for the first time ever, this overgrown Ozark Mountain property will have electricity. We're the Woodworths. This is Woody's off-grid cabin. Thanks for joining us.
I'm sorry about the lighting and the claustrophobic nature of this video, but I have to kind of keep the door closed, otherwise Dave keeps trying to come in here and being a nuisance. Right now he's scratching outside for his ball that he dropped in the pallet, which is my steps. We'll go ahead and parallel them to the bus bars on either side. These things have a cover on them. I feel like they should have a cover on them. Yeah, they do. I'll peel those off when we're all done. So we're going to do that first. We'll get them all paralleled together. Maybe get the comms put together. Stop it, David! Gosh, banging at my door like the darn big bad wolf. We'll get that all set up. And then I think I'll do my PV disconnect and mount that on the wall. So that way it's a little bit tidier in here. I can get this guy set up where he's going to be. Once we get the breaker box and some other things, I can start wiring those guys in and then finish wiring this in and tie it all together. So, yep. David! No! No! No, sir! He's going to end up opening the door. Okay, we got our parallel cables, all the cables. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and 6. Got all 6 of those. Looking at my sheet here. Okay. All right, so we're connecting them all to the bus bar. Okay. All right, got that off. Let's do the other one. And there's the other one. Okie dokie. I need conduit. Yeah, right now I don't have conduit. I'm just going to go ahead and get them all on the bus bar so that these guys are good to go. Alright, let's figure out what size these are. It looks like they want us to grab from the bottom one. I don't have a lot of time. I got appointments today that I got to go to as well, so that's why I'm doing just small stuff that'll help me with the big stuff later. Looks like maybe a 10 or a 13. $13 for the bigger ones on the bus. Okie dokie. Okay. And then this guy will go like, I think, like this maybe? Oh geez, did it just twist? Oh God, why did they have to do it like this? Why? Why did you have to put both of them at the same angle? Why wouldn't you put one opposing? God, stupid design. I told you, I'm not going to throw the ball for you right now. You understand? David! Stop! Stop destroying everything for your stupid ball! I love the dog to death, but he is the most obnoxious animal. All he cares about is ball and food. Ball and food, and pets is on a little bit lower down. He'd rather have ball and food. Man. Not as easy as I thought it was going to be. I thought it was going to be like a nice, quick installation. It's not. It's very tight in here.
As the second snow day of our winter rolled in that night, Woody spent the entire evening working to get the panels and the batteries wired to the inverter, and the next morning, with that snowstorm rolling right in, we got the message we've been waiting for all of these months.
Now, it only says 42 watts right now. That's because
it's kind of dark out.
It's dark out and they probably have some snow on top of them. But it is charging, so I'm very happy.
You did it!
You
did it!
And the batteries are starting off at 54%, so it's going to be a little while. Right now they don't have any loads hooked to them. We're just testing systems, you know. So
You did it. You did it. I'm like this. Find it. Do it. Do the pound. High five. Do a high five.
that's good. You place your hand. Okay, high five. Yes, you did it. You did it. Yeah. Feels good. I'm excited to see what it'll do when it, like, good conditions,
Yeah.
all that stuff.
Well, and you can monitor it, since it's connected, you can monitor it from your phone anywhere. So even if we're, like, out of state. And it's a snow day.
And it is a snow day. It's a light snow day. It's not super thick, but it's still falling ever so gently. Papa and Nana get a snow day with Rick.
All right, Wade. Let me fix your goggles. No, your goggles are going down. Come here, you look ridiculous.
That's not a ball, Dave.
Hop in, Wade. Do you remember the rules?
Go.
His eyes were like. Whoa!
Look at that smile. Nice.
Okay, hold on. Let's get that.
Daddy's gonna tie his pants up.
We don't want Daddy to lose his pants.
That wasn't fast? Okay. Get out!
Go, Wade! Oh, you dropped it! There you go, hold on to it. Go, Wadey, go! Daddy, look! Go, Wade! Go, Wade! Okay, Alfonso! 3, 2, 1, go!
Go, Alfonso! Good job, lady.
There we go.
Daddy! Oh, stop falling off my wet. Let's do that again now.
Alright, all done. Okay, so I got my little box. That's where the Polaris clamp's gonna go. This is gonna be a really short run of wires. One coming off the neutral, 2 hots, coming down into here, Polaris clamp. From there, I can route it to my disconnects. I'll mount the first disconnect probably over here, maybe on this wall. Hope to just stay on that wall. We'll see. And then the panel, which will end up being like a sub panel, will go right here. Okay, load is off. I'm actually just going to shut this whole thing off. We got the batteries charged, so we'll drop the battery breaker. Come on, tape. Let's get you... Yeah, all right. Red and yellow. So this guy... come up here and go over there. Okay. Okay. Let's get another one. Okay, so there's one. I need another to go be my neutral. Okay. Wham. Wham. Look at that. This takes forever. There. Okay, we're gonna call this yellow. Oh, come on, yellow, break. Oh my gosh. Not the prettiest wrap. Okay, so that's yellow. Now we're gonna do red. Oh, gosh, coffee time. Coffee break.
Okay.
Readjusted you because I realized you couldn't see a darn thing. This wire is still too big. These seem like really small little dudes here. Like definitely number 2. I think this is 3. It's not really changing anything. I'm cutting it down to what fits. But we got our neutral. I got one on. I got to do another one. And then they'll all be right here labeled. I want to get these guys set up to the disconnect. Once the disconnects are in, I'm rolling at that point. It's 130. I'm moving pretty good, I think. This wire is an absolute nightmare to work with. So thick. Okay, this one's going to be a much more gradual, almost straight line, so I saved this one for last. Okay, that's where that fits. Oh, I see. They're all kind of pushed up against right here. Might be able to slide this guy behind. He needs to go in between them, to be honest. There we go. Okay, so coming off of our 2 legs here, we got L2 is yellow, L1's red, and then the neutral. Back here you can see the N in the back right there. You can't see it, but there's an N right there. That's the neutral bar. Coming down here, we're going to have the Polaris clamp, grabbing these 3. Okay, this guy. Unscrew these. Okay, that's done.
We are getting ready to go. We're going to our second closest neighbor's house. They have a solar system that they are finishing setting up too. They started with 50 panels and they're lower. I think ours are 3 something, theirs are 250. But they need to update their firmware and we have a cable for it. So I'm going to go deliver that and then return a hole saw that Woody borrowed. Yeah. What are you going to do when we go to Justin and Raina's house?
The snowman.
Okay, so I did a look at this yesterday before I went and mounted the disconnects. This trough right here is not going to be big enough for the Polaris clamps. I may be able to do a couple in here, but this is still not big enough. So what I did was I got a gutter trough, nice long one. It's about 3 feet long. And my plan is to replace this. I'm not gluing any of my joints because everything's gonna be screwed together. I can take this apart. I'm gonna remove this guy. This is just putting in here just to see what it looked like. We'll remove this guy and replace it with the trough. And the trough should go all the way to the wall here. Got him. Now this is the trough that I got to replace it. It's a metal one, but it should go like that. I gotta drill my hole. Oh, come on. Every time I'm about to do something, the stinking battery's dead.
No picking your nose.
I had to get the burgers out.
Buddy.
Okay, so I have been working my butt off on the electrical in the container. I'm not an electrician.
So I've had to watch a lot of videos, do a lot of research, and I'm at the point now where I could start wiring in the breaker panel, the AC breaker panel, and start wiring in plugs and stuff. But just to be safe, I contacted my neighbor down the road who's an electrician, and I'm going to have him come by hopefully tomorrow to check my work and make sure that we are actually safe and going to get what we want with the setup we have. So yeah, like we're close, but we're gonna put the brakes on a little bit and make sure that we're doing it safely and What are you doing?
That is my head.
Okay, now Wade has a really big pile of snow to make his snowman with, and Anna and Papa have a clear path to the door. So, yay.
Okay, so I've done a lot of research. I consulted one of my electrician friends about my wiring setup in here. Took a little break to make sure we're doing it right, and he gave me the thumbs up. So first thing I'm going to do before I start doing any wires, so I have my runs, I know where to make my runs, is I'm going to go ahead and mount the breaker panel. I've kind of already marked like my right and left lateral limits and my height limits, so it's going to be right about here with the right edge right here, and that gives me room to put my turns to take them down the side of the wall or the ceiling, to get them on the ceiling. I already checked this won't hit the breaker panel when you lift it up to do the disconnect, so that's cool. Okay, and I know I got one over here. Okay. Okay, we got the breaker box in position. I'm just shy of this line right here. I'm actually a little bit further out, which gives me more room for any conduit coming out the side here, right? And then I also have room up top, conduit coming out the top, right? I never got a coupler. Oh no, that'll work. Yeah. I'm crazy. Okay. And no, I am not gluing any of this conduit inside. There's no point. Okay, let's pop this together first. It's probably a little long, so we can always cut it down. I just didn't want to cut it too short. Oh, no, I think that might be perfect. Yes, okay. Let me show you. We got our feet out. Boom. The gutter I got wasn't big enough. Does this one floppy like that? Oh yeah, and you can't take these stinking doors off. I tried unscrewing these and they're like one-way screws. Once they go in, they stay. You can't get them out. It's super annoying. Yeah. Let's see how long this thing is. This might be good to go. I gotta go here. Okay, it needs to go further than that. Oh yeah. More than enough. A little bit. Okay, so let me show you how that looks. So, whichever one I pick here, L1 or L2 offload, will come down into this side, right here, and come just terminate into this. There's a plug on the end, it'll just terminate into this. And these have continuity between each other, right? It's a solid clamp. So from there, it'll go up to here and into this disconnect, and down here and into this disconnect, right? And then I'm coming out here and I'll curve around and into there. It's kind of a big turn, but I didn't want to have to make a long cable on this end that comes up, right? So either way, you're making a big loop.
David, watch out! I'm coming!
1, 2, 3, go!
Okay, so it's kind of hard to get close enough for you because I can't take these doors off. It's super annoying. I'm at the point now where I still got to leave this guy open, but I'm going to route my outs, my 3 wires that I have currently, down up here and over to my main breaker, right? And then I'll also, because I have to bring them all at once, I'll also bring my ground wire from here over. And once I get that done, I'll go outside and have the fun time of pounding my grounding rods into the ground, which here is notoriously full of rocks. So that might be fun. I might need to use the skid steer and an SDS drill to get through some rock to actually get those things down deep enough.
So this week's not gone great for me personally. We've had a couple issues come up with the solar, not any fault of Signature Solar or the equipment or anything. It's just we're not electricians. So things are taking longer than we anticipated because we are checking back and forth with electrician friends of ours and just making sure we're doing it right. Because as much sketchy stuff as we do, this is not something that we want to not get 100% right. So while Woody's been doing that, oh hi buddy, swing ya. You guys have seen me in the kitchen with Willie. I love to baby wear, and I won't be able to do that in the kitchen anymore, and I'll show you why. Oh gosh, I have to wash this out again here in a minute. It's not looking great. That is pretty much half the length of my forearm. And this was an enormous bubble yesterday, and it popped on its own. There are some other bubbles towards the top, closer to my wrist. That was a grease splash from a piece of meat that fell out of the tongs. They were the rubberized tongs, rubber on the end. 2-pound roast just slipped out from the tongs. The grease splatter was enormous and got a good chunk of my forearm. And had I been wearing Willie, that would have been his leg. For the positioning, it would have been his leg.
Okay, the last thing, which I probably should have put in first, is my ground. I didn't want to waste my 4 gauge, which I only have 25 feet of. I'm going to use for outside for the grounding rods. So I had this, I don't know why, but I had this 8 gauge that I'm just going to double up, and that should be about the size of a 4, if not a little bit bigger. Unfortunately, because it's twisted, it's a twisted, you know, double, it is a absolute pain in the bum to get through that JB, so, or that whatever, the 90-degree deal, which, you know, in the future I'm not going to put against the wall. Okay, now multimeter. Let's verify our connections and label our things properly. Okay. Okay, so that's red. Yellow, verify here. Okay. All right, I'm gonna go get some water, and then I will come back. I'll see if I can get a belt too, because my pants keep falling down. Willie was sleeping, so I couldn't go in there and get a belt without waking him up. So, we are finally hooked up to the panel. Okay, I've got the breaker, got the ground coming over, got my 2 hots and my neutral, not bonded, because we are bonded in our 2 disconnects. I can't close this guy up just yet. I still got to run my ground between the 2 of these and out to the grounding rods that I haven't pounded in yet. So I'll leave that off. What I want to get in place first, before I just go outside and pound stakes into the ground, or ground rods 8 feet into the ground, I want to set my first run of conduit. I'll have 3/4 conduit coming along this corner beam here, the little guy that runs along there. That's actually square tube, so that's actually like a little cavern that I can screw self-tappers into, and it's not going to translate to outside. And then once I'm happy with that, I will go pound in the ground rods, clean up in here, get the battery box moved where I want, do the battery cables. It's probably not all going to happen today. And do one more last meter check, and then I can commission this zombie. You know what I'm saying? Get the power back on. So, yeah. So happy to not be moving that stuff around anymore. That stuff is horrible. And this is so much tighter than it needs to be, or than it would be normally. Spoke with my electrician buddy. Apparently, in where we're at, because of all the rock and everything, they actually permit you to run a trench and place these guys in the trench, and then you just do your clamps on the ends like you did before and bring them in, or you can bring them in at a 45. So either way, I'm gonna have to pull these stinking things out. Okay, in order to get these ground rods in, I'm gonna have to do the horizontal lay method. So they gotta be, I think, 2.5 feet deep minimum below grade. I need to make a trench as wide as them, as they are long, so 8 foot wide, 2.5 deep, and like 6 feet long. Say here to pretty much where I stopped. There's a marker stick. There's my other stick right there. All right. Just about. Let's clean up this center section right here and we should be good for the first one. Come on. Got him. All right. Okay. And the wire itself. Okay. Oh my God. Oh, almost took my shoe off. Oh. Okay, we got the grounding rod set up outside, got everything reburied. It's gonna take a long time for that stuff to settle. I packed down as much as I could, but you know, it is what it is. Right now, I got my proper residential multimeter, and we're gonna go ahead and test function on the load. This is the one that's gonna go to this guy. So we'll go ahead and turn him on. We're already on right now, running off PV and the batteries. We'll go ahead and turn that load on. Okay. Let's see if we have a voltage. We don't have any voltage. What is going on here?
How's it going?
Pretty darn good.
Oh?
Went in to go shoot my update, and I just was like, let me look at the screen on the thingy and see if there's a setting I'm missing. Went into advanced, and there's a little box that you have to check that says, what was it? Off-grid output. Like you have to click that so that it'll allow output in off-grid mode. So I hit that, set it, and then flip the breaker, and boom, we have power.
We have power!
Yes. I was like, you stupid bum.
What does that mean? What does that mean overall? Like we can finish the breaker panel and plug things in?
Yes, so I don't know if I'm gonna leave just yet, since I'm like invigorated now. I am going to run a Romex and install this plug, and if I can do that quickly enough, I won't have to cart the thing around anymore. So
Get to it, dude.
yeah.
Love you. Congratulations.
Thank you, thank you. I love you too.
I'm so happy for you.
I was like losing my mind yesterday after digging that giant hole and being in the mud. I was like,
Oh my gosh. Well, congratulations.
love you, bye.
Love you. Bye.
Just texted the parents chat, let them know. So, let me show you guys the setting that was the game changer here. Okay, so go into the main screen, you see, let me make sure you can see what I'm looking at here. Wow, I gotta get really close. So down here is your grid. That's, you know, you can see it shuffling power into the inverter to the batteries right now, right? When you turn on your breaker inside here, this guy, when you turn on this guy, that guy will start shuttling power that way, right? Supposed to. If it doesn't, and you do the same thing I had where you flip it on and no power here, no power there, no power at all, go to settings, advanced, and you'll see right here where it says off-grid output. You need to check that box and hit set. And it'll pop up a little screen right here. It says, okay, set, and then you like exit out. So now, I gotta pop out a knockout and put a little guy to go up to that corner there. I already have kind of a hole there. And my first guy that I'm gonna do is gonna be coming down here to right there, and that's where the plug will be. Okay, had a little bit of breakfast, and I'm gonna go ahead and mount my outside plug, because that's gonna tell me where my inside plug goes. Okay, so we got our box here. Yeah, I don't think we'll have a problem. Okay. It looks good, but I don't know if I'm able to get the damn wire in there. Woo! First go, baby! Let's go! You see that little dinger up there? Woo! Okay. Okay. How did I get 2 buckets? I got 2 buckets. Now, I am not an electrician, but I do know that I have quite the struggle bus to get 3 wires through this 3/4 inch conduit ahead of me. All right, so I got my runs tied together. I'm gonna push them through. Oh shoot, forgot, that one's gotta go after. All right, let's see how this goes. Yeah, I should have gone with 1 inch on these. These are a pain.
All right, so what now?
So I need another one of these right here for my switch. To run the light there and the light there.
Hopefully this place is good. I've never been here.
You've been there once.
You have?
You have.
Here?
Yep.
No, I haven't.
Yes, you have.
No, I have not.
I went in with you.
No, we did not. Okay, maybe. I don't believe. Right?
Yep.
I don't remember ever coming in here.
We've been here.
I don't think so. I'm telling you, I don't think it's the case. Good for you, sir. Come on.
Man, it ain't gonna hurt. There we go. Thank you very much.
Yeah, he just smiles. He doesn't make any noise, just smiles.
I bet you make noise at home, don't you?
How much for this? I think we'll give it away today. It's free.
We're down to like 4%, I think, on the battery inside. So this light's on or not. Maybe this plug. All right, I'll have to check the inside plug. Let me go get the plug for the battery. Oh, come on. Locked all the doors in this stinking thing. Super excited. Super excited. Oh yeah, look. She's lit up. Using my magnet mount as a tripod. Okay, we are at 3%. So we are right on the cusp of this thing shutting off. All right. I know this is a big pile of crap, but I just want this thing to charge. Ready? Yes! Yes! Look at that. We got wattage, baby. We got the watts. We got the watts. Bow. Bow. Okay. Now, we can see, let's see if it'll do a quick charge. It's going to request a quick charge. Holy crap. Yes! It is doing the quick charge. Wow, okay. Shut off the quick charge. It's not good for the battery. But hey, man, look at that. We've got the purrs. All the purrs. Let's put this. I'll go ahead and throw this behind here. Okay. Sweet. Sweet. All right, and with the temperature going up, which I gotta take this thing off, I am hot. With the temperature going up, we're gonna have to bring the little fridge back, right? Because we've been, most of the winter, we bought one bag of ice to put in the cooler and put our food in it and left it outside, and you know, with the temperature every night, it would freeze everything and the ice never melted. So now that it's warming up, we're gonna need to bring that fridge back. But now we got power, dude. Oh my gosh. I gotta call Megan and let her know. This is so cool. So cool. Go ahead and turn on the Wi-Fi while we're here so she can actually communicate with me. But that is very cool. Let's shut this down. Okay. Call Megan. Calling Megan.
Hello.
Hello. Well, I just figured I'd let you know that we're currently charging the big battery inside the cabin.
What?
Mm-hmm.
Oh, that is so satisfying.
Yes. So, yeah, man.
Really, boy. Well, congratulations.
Thank you, thank you. But that's so awesome, dude. So awesome. So now, we gotta finish wiring up those lights and get that circuit done.
For the first time ever, we have power at the off-grid cabin. Things are going to start looking a whole lot different around here. Make sure you're subscribed so that you don't miss out.